Welcome everybody back to Shrewsbury High School as we're resetting here for field hockey. Durfee Hilltoppers and Shrewsbury Colonials, game 2 of this doubleheader. The Hilltoppers finished number 25, so this is the round of 32. Shrewsbury finishing 8th in the power rankings, so they're in here. They get to host Durfee at 12, 3-3 during the regular season, and 11, 3-4 were the Colonials. Thanks for staying with us here on Fred TV. Was a really great first game here, the soccer match. Hilltoppers won it 1-0. So if you're just tuning in, Durfee was able to take it. We're going to turn it over to the public address announcer, Jay Costa, the athletic director here, as he introduces the starters.
Our great nation has preserved the leadership and sacrifices of men and women who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces. We invite both veterans and current military personnel to please stand. We thank you for your service to our country. And now we will play the national anthem.
Just about ready for field hockey to begin here. It is the round of 32. Playoff field hockey from Shrewsbury. The Durfee Hilltoppers in the huddle. Shrewsbury Colonials going into the huddle as well. Durfee's in their road black uniforms with red numbers. Shrewsbury wearing their home uniforms, blue skirts and white tops with blue numbers. Talking to both coaches very briefly, very quick turnaround here in between games. For Coach Henrique of Durfee, she says, you know, we've really been playing great down the stretch, and that is 100% true. We saw some of their final games of the regular season. She said really that the loss against Old Rochester is what was kind of the turning point for them. And she said that since that game, things have gone very well. Said they had kind of a team bonding session, if you will, and things really changed. And that was, you know, kind of about the halfway mark, to be quite honest with you. So it was a great finish down the stretch, beating or tying some teams that they had lost to earlier in the year. Kate Hitchcock getting ready to start it off. The Warriors will set the ball in play. Shrewsbury were the district champs up this way during the regular season. Coach Courtney Lavin telling me one thing that they have always done very well and they work hard to do is pass the ball. They're a passing team. Lots of go-getters on the team, so look for good ball movement. We really try to spread the field. Just an extra moment here down the left side of the field. It looks like the goal was a little bit out of position, so our officials inspecting both of them, but that one had some work, had some shifting to be done. All right, we're underway. 15 minutes on the clock here for the first quarter. Shot taken early, down in front, and it's gonna go! Colonials on the board in the first 30 seconds. 1-0 Shrewsbury. Started with possession, passed the ball as the coach said they would. And they lead it here. That's a fast start. Jillian Evans scoring that goal. Now Durfee down the other end. Whistle sounds, going back the other way. Well, that's one of those, it's an elimination game. If you're the Hilltoppers, you have to forget about that very quickly. You can't let that get in your head. You got to play from behind, sure. You have basically an entire game to do so. It's obviously in a sudden death game like this, that can very quickly play head games with you, knowing that you gave up a goal within 30 seconds. Something the Hilltoppers have not had happen to them this season. Resetting from the 30, Captain Madeline Marva. Down low, trying to push it up is Bridget McLaughlin. Corner coming for the Colonials as the Hilltoppers head towards the net, towards the goal. Alexis Kent will set the ball in play from the goal line back toward the arc. And her 6 teammates lined up there. 7 teammates, excuse me. Coming straight to the point. Pass down low in front, ball still loose. It goes out of play. As Evans, who scored that first goal, couldn't keep it. Now a reset at the red line. In this case, it's at the 25-yard line. Field hockey markings here are in black. Sent towards the net. Looking for it is Kate Hitchcock, didn't see it. And another corner coming for the Colonials. Kent will head back to the same spot on the goal line and reset play. Going to the far side this time, trying to spread it out. And it's gonna go 2-0. I take that back, excuse me. Everybody came out kind of celebrating. No goal. Foul in front, Hilltoppers will have it. Heard the sticks clacking against each other. Govan forging ahead, lost it, goes down, got tangled up with Taylor Breen. And she gets called on the infraction, so a reset here for the Colonials. Sawyer putting it in play. Josie Kane comes out. Just heard another whistle. Play is halted. Back toward the 25. Olivia Connolly. Out of play it goes. Kane takes it from out of bounds, resets. Good block there from Hitchcock. Crossing to Kent. taken away by Texera. Now pushing through is Merva. Good pass up ahead. Get it to Govin. Govin with a 2-on-1 advantage here at passing, and it's broken up. Nice job by Conley defensively. Shot taken, hot shot, and it goes out. Kind of a top spin pass there, looking for Govin. It's taken away by Merva. Trying for the backhand was Kent. Shrewsbury resetting. Kent. Whistle sounds, Durfee ball. Govin pushing ahead full steam, broken up by Kiera Hurley. Tries to get it back, Walsh. Govin takes a swing. Out of play it goes, off the stick of Macedo. Then deflected out by the Colonials. So Durfee gets to reset it. Quickly back down the field, broken up. Tony Freitas. Whistle called against her. Pass right up the sideline. That went out of play. That's going to come back. Durfee will get to reset on the side. Already halfway through this first. Good passing up ahead. Hutchinson comes out with the kick save. Down the field it goes, out of bounds on the goal line. Down the field it goes. Back toward the circle. Colonials pushing down the field once again. Govin can't get through. That's twice now that that Connolly has stopped Govin dead in her tracks. Back playing defense. Out of play it goes. Down in front, and it's good! 2-0. Bridget McLaughlin with the second goal for Shrewsbury. Durfee down 2-0 here in the first quarter. Some work to do. That will go out of play. Going to be a reset from the black line, the 25-yard line. Hurley. Oh, gets pushed from behind, and that's going to be a foul. Coming up on the final minute of the first quarter. It's amazing after doing a soccer match how fast the quarters go and how fast field hockey really is. It's kind of like when we get to winter and start doing basketball, 8-minute quarters after soccer and volleyball and football, marathon games, and you're done with basketball in less than an hour and a half. Fast moving games, that's for sure. Another goal! Make it 3-0 for the Colonials. First quarter comes to an end. An impressive first quarter that for the Shrewsbury Colonials, who lead it 3-0 after 15 minutes. Kate Hitchcock with the second goal. So 3 different goal scorers here for Shrewsbury in the first 15 minutes. Both teams in the huddle, 60 seconds left here in between quarters as we get ready for quarter number 2 here at Shrewsbury. Oh, while we have a minute, let's take a look at the bracket. So again, Durfee winning for boys soccer, the first game this afternoon, this evening. They will play Saturday at Marshfield, 4 o'clock game on the road. Now for field hockey here, winner of this one goes into the round of 16 against either Hingham or Doherty. They're playing tomorrow. This game was supposed to be tomorrow, but got moved to today. So Durfee will actually benefit from an extra, or Shrewsbury, I should say. Either team will have an extra day of rest because the round of 16 game is scheduled for November 9th. That's Tuesday, so quite a layoff. They won't be playing over the weekend, regardless of what happens tomorrow in Hingham. So, yeah, a bit of a rest until next Tuesday. So whoever wins this one will have a few days off. Hilltoppers have taken the field. Now the Colonials have done so as well with a 3-0 cushion as we get ready for quarter number 2. Hilltoppers have scored a lot of goals on the season, and they have not been able to penetrate the Colonials' defense either through one quarter. So I think that's something that, you know, they have to, you got to find a way in there and take a shot. They have not had a shot on net through the first 15 minutes. That is uncharacteristic of Durfee. Though Govan weaving her way through the defense is stopped in her tracks, and Durfee will get their first corner of the game. That's the first time that Govan or any of the Hilltoppers have made it into the circle, into the arc. So corner coming off the left side. Crossing pass to Curran. And we'll do it again. Another corner coming for the Hilltoppers, as Josie Kane goes back to the goal line. Durfee lines up with just 4 on the arc. Oh, mishandled there, didn't get a good swing on it. Hilltoppers will now have the reset from the 20 where the foul occurred. Kane trying to get through traffic. It's deflected and swatted back out of the offensive attack, and now the Colonials pushing ahead. To the middle of the field to Merva. Passing back to Hurley. Corner. Back to the goal line will be Alexis Kent. Now Shrewsbury lines up with 6 around the arc, 1 back, just beyond it. A little different than what Durfee's been doing. Passing to the outside. Nice deflection there defensively. Whistle sounding, coming back. That was Curran who blocked it off the stick of Breen, and she'll reset it. Down the sideline it goes. It will stay in play. Nice passing, as advertised, right down the field again. Top of the arc whistle sounding. Cleared out back toward the 40. Sent back. Govan gets by one defender, 2-on-1. Passed up ahead, open shot. And it's gonna go! Hilltoppers on the board here in the second. And it was Govan, freshman starter for Durfee, broke a school record this year for goals scored, and now has a postseason goal. 3-1. Well, that'll help the Hilltoppers a little bit, at least give them some offensive confidence back. Curran got the assist there because Govan had dumped it off to her and then got it back to Govan on the tail end of it. And that's what you can do when you have those 2-on-1 rushes here. You got the advantage in terms of numbers. Spread it out. Now this one, crossing pass, as just like that, the Colonials back on the offensive attack. Kent had it, now out to Merva, and it's going to come back. Goes out of play, shy of the 30. Shrewsbury will inbound from the 30-yard line. Or thereabouts, it is Kent. Passing to Hurley up the field. Kent gets screened a bit there defensively. Hilltoppers have it. Bit of a sloppy reset that time there. They were targeting Josie Kane, but she wasn't quite ready for it, and it allowed Hurley to get there. And now Hurley will have a reset on the black line. It was a big swing. It went off the toes of Hurley. Sending it is Aaliyah Delisle, excuse me. Down the sideline. Right along the boundary is Kane. Kane getting it to Govan, who was there as well. Hurley jars it loose. Losing her stick was Delisle. Now Govan gets kind of slashed at there. She was trying to carry the ball. Delisle with a big swing, sending it down the field. Taylor Ryder, number 2, in there with McLaughlin, who's already got a goal scored tonight. Whistle sounding, and it's going to go back the other direction. First goal was Jillian Evans in the first 25 seconds. Then Bridget McLaughlin with goal number 2 later in the quarter. And then in the final minute or two, Kate Hitchcock scoring goal number 3 for Shrewsbury. All 3 coming in that first quarter. Hitchcock was one that Coach Lavin said, keep an eye on. She's a forward and she is a scorer. She's our top scorer. That one in front, kick save by Hutchinson. Going to come back at her, and it was blocked. Another chance, kick save, and it's going to go out of play. Hutchinson tested there. And Durfee getting on the board here, of course, in the second. Moments ago, Kat Govan with the Hilltoppers' first goal. Already past the halfway mark in the second. Coming back to the 30, and we'll reset. Govan gets through, trying to carry it. Still with possession of the ball. It's now behind her, and it's broken up. Whistle sounds. That was Breen, and it's going to give the Hilltoppers a corner. Kane sets it in play. Comes back out. You hear Coach Henrique yelling, beat her, beat her. That's going to her Hilltopper defender on the far sides, and get there first. Really spreading the field. We're going back and forth here a lot. Stamina is key, especially when you're doing the length of the field back and forth multiple times. Blocked by Jillian Evans. Down low in front, shot taken, it's deflected, and it will sail out of play. Going to be a reset back at the 25. Going to Merva off the stick of Hurley. Merva turns around, trying to get free. Tightly defended now. Gets free. On the goal line, it is in front, now goes out of play, and a corner. As we're under 4 minutes to play in the half. Big hit, bouncer in front, and it's good from the point. Kiera Hurley with the goal for Shrewsbury to make it 4-1. Fourth different goal scorer for the Colonials here in the game. Merva with the assist. So back to a 3-goal advantage for the Colonials as we near the end of the first half. Ooh, loose in front. That was another chance there. Good crowds for both games. Home team, of course, well represented, but the Hilltoppers always travel well. We've heard a number of Let's Go Durfees over the broadcast here from our outside microphone there on the camera, which picks up, all the action on the field. And definitely a number of fans coming from Fall River up this way for both soccer and field hockey, so that's always good to see. Durfee does travel pretty well, I will say that. I mean, we've done enough playoff games on the road. We did some time in ones too, and they were pretty well traveled, but even some of the Conley games we did years ago, but Durfee really travels very well in front, and Hutchinson making the save. Had some backing from her defenders as well. Coming up on the final 60 seconds of the half. That one went out of play on the goal line, having to chase it down, losing some precious time. Ooh, a bit of a swing and a miss there, and right on the boundary line, Kane able to kind of come to the rescue. Whistle sounds, Govan sends it up the field. That's a great feed, 10 seconds to play. Stopped in her tracks, and this one's gonna go into the half. A 4-0 advantage for Shrewsbury through 30 minutes of play here in the round of 32. It was a very impressive start for the Colonials, scoring within the first 30 seconds of the game, really setting the tone. Couple goals late in the first quarter. Durfee got one back here in the second, thanks to Govan, and then Hurley getting the fourth goal for Shrewsbury. We will take the break here at the half. Short halftime, only about 5 minutes or so we will not be gone for too long, so just stay with us. Second half is coming up next here on Fred TV. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody, to Shrewsbury High School's Central 1 Federal Credit Union Stadium. Evan Massoud with you for playoff field hockey as we begin this second half, the third quarter. Shrewsbury up 4-1. Hilltoppers with some work to do. These sudden death playoff games mean you need to win or there's no tomorrow. Durfee will get us started. Well, I started too earlier and kind of got a little bit interrupted. Want to take a moment to thank the athletic department here at Shrewsbury, led by Athletic Director Jake Costa, for the tremendous hospitality. Anything we needed, most grateful. Let me tell you, you know, it's always tough sometimes going on the road because you don't know the facilities and whatnot, and especially right now, you know, this is a totally different team playing Shrewsbury. We've never played Shrewsbury before, so, you know, they don't know us, we don't know them, and really thank Jay for helping us and getting us all set up here at the stadium so we could call both games and bring you both games here on the road. Shrewsbury has spread it out offensively as per what Coach Courtney Lavin said they would do. They are a passing team. As we get another corner here for the Colonials, they are a passing team, and they have 4 different goal scorers this evening in the first half. Shot taken down low, whistle sounds. That was Sawyer who dumped it in before the foul and the infraction, excuse me. Shot taken, whistle sounds as it's on its way off of the stick of Kent. Macedo. Delisle loses it. Infraction against Durfee, reset for Shrewsbury. Merva sending it towards the net. Shot taken. Hutchinson with the kick save. It goes wide to the left, stays in play. Now back out to Merva. She'll send it back in. Another nice save there from Hutchinson and the defenders. Merva gets it once again. Bouncer down low, it's gonna go! It skipped all the way through from the top of the arc. And I believe that was Alexis Kent that time with the goal. And if it was, then it would be the 5th different goal scorer for Shrewsbury. Waiting on confirmation, but I think that was Kent. (5-1) Colonials. Stand corrected. That was Megan Adams, number 13 for Shrewsbury. 5 goals, 5 different players. 5-1 the score. Good pass down low. Hutchinson down to her knees trying to block it, and the whistle sounds. Nice kick save there from Hutchinson. Comes right back in. Now the Hilltoppers clear it. Whistle sounds. Merva trying to get around. Backhand from Kent and sent back out by the Hilltoppers. On the boundary, reset coming. Kent left it behind, and unfortunately there, LJ Brunel could not bring it back in either. Now Merva sending it back to the far side. Oh, and missing it. They were looking for Sophia Haddad down in the corner, and it went out. So Durfee got the reset. Now it goes out of play, and it'll be Shrewsbury ball. That's going to go out of play. Hilltoppers couldn't handle it. Off the stick of the defenders, and it deflected out. Corner coming for the Colonials as we near the 5-minute mark here in the third. Back to Kent. Down low in front. Still playing. And now it exits the arc. Kent sends it back in. Goes just wide of the post. Be a reset for Shrewsbury to send it back. Kent to Merva. Sent back into the circle. Kent takes the shot, and it is no good. Just wide to the right. Down the field toward midfield. Right in front of Shakira Cadet. Able to redirect it up the field. She'll forge ahead with Govan. Govan can't get there. Play is blocked up. Whistle sounds. Cadet hits her foot. Final 90 seconds here of the third quarter. And Kent stops it there. Nicole Texera trying to turn it around. Now Merva steps in. Back out to Merva. To her right to Hurley, and the whistle sounds. A corner coming for Shrewsbury in the final 60 seconds of quarter number 3. After their first quarter offensive explosion for 3 goals, just 2 over the last 2 quarters, but those early 3 giving them much cushion to work with. Big swing from Merva, left it behind. As it comes back out, the Hilltoppers try to push down the field in the last 15 seconds. They get stopped in their tracks as it goes back the other way. Out of play, and that's how the third quarter will end here at Shrewsbury. Two-minute break here in between quarters as we head to the fourth. Last chance for the Hilltoppers. Well, for Week 9 football, it's tomorrow being Friday, Durfee will be traveling. They'll go to Falmouth. But Diamond will be home against South Shore Voc Tech. Right now the plan is to be at Diamond Regional tomorrow night, wrap up the week with football. Get to see the Bengals for the first time since Week 1 from opening night. Had a really strong game last week. Right now, that is the plan for tomorrow, Friday, November 5th. We know Durfee boys soccer, as we said, they won their game here, the 4 o'clock game. They're going to Marshfield on Saturday, a 4 o'clock game. Cannot confirm at this time, still fresh, one way or the other, whether that is one we can cover or not. We'll try to get some answers on that tomorrow before the end of the work week. Potentially the final quarter of the Hilltoppers season. Down 4 goals. As a corner is coming up. Sent back in on a bounce, and it goes out of play. Merva sends it toward the goal. And it's going to go. That time Kent was down low. I think this time it was her. The assist, I would assume, going to Merva. So it was Kent, confirmed. Merva and Hurley with the assists. That is the 6th different goal scorer tonight for Shrewsbury.
Shrewsbury goal scored by number 4, Lexi Kent. Assisted by number 6, Maddie Merva. And number 11, Kara Hurley.
Going back. McLaughlin sending it up the field. Cleared out. Connolly gets a stick on it. Whistle sounds. Loose in front. Corner coming once again for the Colonials. Deflection. Oh, what a block by Hutchinson. Reaching out with the stick to block Kent, who was down there in the same spot in which she just scored a couple moments ago. Has it broken up. McLaughlin getting the stick in there on Govan, who is ready to take off. Going all the way to the far side of the field. Govan gets by. Sawyer. Oh, a swing and a miss. St. Pierre sending it there to Boris down the field. Sent out of the arc. Getting tangled up. Govan gets by Breen. And loses it. The defense coming up big now, a whistle. Conley broke it up again for the time being, but Hilltoppers ball from the 30. Another whistle, that one coming up too high, and it'll go the other way here for the Colonials. Coming up on the final 5 minutes of this one. And if things stay the way they are, Shrewsbury will be moving on to the round of 16. Square off against either Hingham or Doherty. Now, Shrewsbury, the 8 seed, Hingham, the 9 seed. So they're playing at home tomorrow against Doherty. Doherty is number 24. So Shrewsbury should get another home game, unless is it neutral site for the round of 16? So it would be. So the Colonials will have to wait till tomorrow to know who they're going to play in the next rounds. The Hilltoppers down to their final 4 minutes here in fall 2021. It's been a really good season. Lots of bright spots, that's for sure. Govin around Hurley. Backhanded swing, blocked in front by Cara Persicino. Govin takes a swing. Bit of a whiff on it. The ball was kind of rolling away from her. Didn't get a good set. Oh, excuse me, that wasn't Govin. My bad. Tony Freitas, number 21 there. Whistle coming. Hilltoppers will reset here. Final 60 seconds here at Shrewsbury. As Curran sent that one towards the net. Hilltoppers are going to get a corner here in the final minute. Kane out there to set it in play. Now Durfee does this sometimes too, where they'll line up in a line and then they all break rather than staying around the arc. Govin takes the shot. Goes down. Crowd cheering here at the stadium as the Colonials wrap up a victory in the tournament, and they will move on to the round of 16. Durfee one and done. Shrewsbury is moving on after an impressive 6-1 victory here at home in the round of 32. Really set the tone early, scoring in the first 30 seconds, netting 3 goals in that first quarter. Really put it away. Put it out of reach early. Durfee really didn't have an answer. Govin did score a goal for Durfee at the beginning of the second, but that was it offensively for Durfee. Shrewsbury just far too tough defensively, and they got contributions from up and down the roster. 6 different goal scorers to account for the 6 goals this evening for Shrewsbury. So Durfee takes boys soccer. Shrewsbury takes field hockey in this playoff doubleheader from Shrewsbury High School. What a great afternoon it's been. Big thanks to the Shrewsbury Athletic Department here and Athletic Director Jake Costa. Thanks for hosting us. Jake, great job on the roof, running camera. Our student crew as well will be involved in the editing process. A final score one last time from Shrewsbury as we conclude our live coverage here for field hockey. 6-1, the Shrewsbury Colonials moving on. The Durfee Hilltoppers drop it, and their season is over. Thanks for tuning in this afternoon, everybody. From Shrewsbury, I'm Evan Massoud. So long and good evening.